Hi and welcome to a new video on how to use Stop Motion Studio with PMAC at home. My name's Catherine Stewart and I'm a faculty member at PMAC. So first off, you're going to want to find Stop Motion Studio. This is available for iPhones and it's also available for Android. You'll go to your Play Store or wherever you typically find applications and you will look for Stop Motion Studio. It's a free app to use, but there are also in-app purchases in order to get a more advanced version. But the stop motion free version will allow you to make the stop motion movies that we're going to explore today, the most simple and clear ones. So once it's installed, you can open up the app. What you'll see now is either a history of the films that you have made, or you'll be able to tap on New Movie in order to start a new movie. So we're going to explore this first screen. Over on the left we have settings. The images that we'll be taking are shown down the bottom, and here we have a button that says tap here to add some pictures. Now, it's important to remember that stop motion is a form of animation. And stop motion takes a singular image, and then when those images are run together, we create the illusion of movement. You can really use any objects in order to create a stop motion movie, but today I'm going to explore using cut out paper. So here I have a few different pieces of paper, and I have used some fun shaped scissors in order to cut out those images. You can draw characters, you can use shapes like I'm using, you could also cut out pictures from magazines, and you can use those in order to animate as well. Really, the basics are just the same. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that our stage is clear. So I have a wooden surface here, and I have my objects for animating. Now I want to start with just my large circle here. And I'm going to start with the image nice and clear with no objects in it. Notice how I've cleared the space. It's important to keep your camera still whilst you do this work. It's often best to work down on a surface so that the camera is positioned above the flat surface that you're working on. You might want to put out a piece of white paper or something like that in order to start your animation as well. But I like the wood texture. So I'm going to hit this big red button and take my first picture. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my object just a little bit and take another picture. Then I'm going to move another little bit and take another picture. And what I'm doing here is I'm creating the illusion of movement by moving my object a little at a time. We use a rule of about 2/3 when animating. We want to move the object 2/3 from where it's been, but not move it any more than that. The more pictures you take, the smoother your animation is going to be. And remember to keep that camera in one place if you can. So let's see what our animation ended up looking like after we took 11 frames. I'm going to hit the play button on the right hand side, and there we have the ball or the circle appears to be moving into shot. Now we can take more pictures at this stage as well by tapping that red button. Maybe our ball comes up and down, up and down again, down a little bit, remembering that 2/3 rule. Let's see what that looks like. So we roll in and we get a little bounce. Now maybe as the ball lands, a splodge of orange appears. And maybe together these objects bounce. Remember, try and keep your fingers out of the frame as well. Let's take a little look. So now we can see a new screen where we have all of our shots along the bottom. And we can keep adding shots if we'd like. We can take another picture. And maybe this time, when we jump up, another color appears. Really, your imagination can take this work anywhere you want it to go. But I wanted to show you today the most simple way in order to make a stop motion movie. There's lots of ways to add detail into your movies. You can tap on the mic on the right hand side and you can add sound. You can also add images, titles or credits, audio, or add in another clip. And you can adjust the rate at which the movie plays. A film typically plays at 24 or 32 frames per second. Right now, we're playing at 5. The more frames per second, that's the more still pictures that you took, the smoother the image will be. You can also play around with different sizes and different colours as well. So you can make the movie black and white. And that's all available for you to explore. Again, you tap the camera button on the top right hand side in order to add more pictures to your animation, or the play button in order to watch the entire thing. So there you have it. How to make a simple stop motion animation with Stop Motion Studio. I look forward to seeing what you create.